So this Eternal Evolution video is going to show what you can achieve in the first 4 weeks. I'm going to go over where all my rankings are throughout the game pretty much, and this is just to kind of show you what you can get to, and it's going to mark me starting a new tutorial to go back over how I got to this point and just the heroes that I use mostly to get here. So the first thing we'll go through is we'll actually go to show you that I'm coming up to the last day of week 4. So I actually think that there'll be a new server tomorrow, which is also why I'm doing this video, because as of about 12 hours from now, we'll be able to jump onto a new server and start from fresh. So yeah, we're at day 28. For the rankings is where I'm at the moment. So in the story, I'm coming 5th, so pretty close behind Smiling. You can see all these guys are obviously whales to some degree, based on the borders. Me with my little boring border. Going down to Soul Mine, 1 step higher, so 5th on the server, and then Epic, 5th on the server. I'm actually cruising through this quite easily at the moment, so it won't take me much to get up to 4th place. For the more competitive stuff, going to Arena, rank 8th. Obviously that bounces around a fair bit. Same with this one. Currently Master 5. Normally I sit around 10. Ranking in 1st, I think, here. Yep. So just cruising through that. Summit Arena, I got up to the Summit round. We got knocked out the first round of that. I should be able to show that. Yeah, so I got knocked out by Caesar. And Caesar ended up making up to the semi-finals. But yeah, the power difference was astronomical. So you're looking at 4.5 million compared to my 2.5 million. So that was the Summit Arena. I'm still going to carry on playing this account. I'm really looking forward to Twilight Lands coming up, and I'll do some videos on that. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting at in the competitive aspect. Obviously finished that. For the Crimson Abyss, so end of week 4. So yeah, end of week 4. Looking up at getting to being able to defeat 6. This is actually really good. When I first started playing Eternal Evolution, this wasn't part of the game, and you get a ton of resources from this. I mean, when you do the first clear here, like almost 10 million, absolute massive rewards. So this actually helps progress your account really well. This is also awesome. They've just also brought out an update where this boss and this boss drop some exceptionally good gear. Where it used to be random across it, they've now specified that each boss will drop up to 3 types of gear. So this would be quite good as well. Lost Valley, actually to go back to that as well. Apart from this one, I think I'm on stage 2 for all of them. Actually, it's all in the first 3. That's all good. What else are we looking at? So in the Twilight Lands, I'm hoping to kind of get up to, I'd say realistically, stage 8 or stage 9 is what I'm hoping for. But we'll have to see where we go. I think last time I played, I got up to stage 8, and stage 9 was the first time where you got a mythic prototype. And that's a huge wall to get through. Like if you can grab that stage 9 mythic prototype, it's pretty awesome. So going back into end of week 4. So I'm not even competitive in this. I can only get down to about 70% of its health. But yeah, that's like a super easy win. Super easy win on that. I mean, 55-second clear time. Still struggling in Terradome. Do that in a minute 33. But yeah, can't even compete in the 15. But yeah, it's quite hard. But yeah, that pretty much sums up on Soul Mine. Yeah, just cruising through. I had a bit of a standstill in there. And then for the campaign, which is what I always say is the most important, I'm up to 39-36. And all that means is that if you go into here, you can see every minute I'm getting 6. Oh, well, mostly these are the 2 important ones. But yeah, 374 XP for your main dudes every minute. So I rack up maybe 300 to 400,000 a day. Former actual hero. So this is the most important part that I want to go through. So Daniel is a character that you can get for free on the week 2 summoning banner, which also ties up with the recruitment event. So he is single-handedly the most important character I have in my account. He should always be the highest level just to give him better multipliers on his damage, but AoE damage will get you through the campaign with a massive stun. He was also my first character at EX30. And then the gear that you want to build for him is just pure attack, and you can see I'm still short of a set. He'll be an attack percentage gear, but I could get another 15% attack out of him. So yeah, absolute top tier, but yeah, 30 exclusive and max out talents apart from defense and health. Mazrani, get him free to play week 4 in the recruitment event. So yeah, you can get an immortal copy for him, and I actually ended up with 1 spare copy of him as well. So yeah, if I manage to get 1 more copy of him from somewhere in the future, he'll be a +1 immortal. For him, you just want him in abundant and health, and you can still see him struggling for gear. He could easily have another 18% health there, which would bump that up to probably like 800k. He's the one that I'm currently going EX30 on next, so about a third of the way there. And yeah, maxed out with HP and all his skills. Don't need to worry about attack or defense on that. Taylor, so you get you get 1 copy of him from the Wasteland chest that costs like 2,000 Wasteland points, whatever. So you get a free copy of him on day 3, and yeah, he's one of the 2 main ones you need to put on your wish list, or 3 now actually. So he's exclusive +20. I won't put him up to +30. +30 is pretty much like exclusive for your Triple S heroes or your SP heroes now. The equipment you want for him is you want like a decent amount of crit rate and then heaps of crit damage. Again, struggling for gear. He's running in health boots. That would be better if that was like overload set, the crit damage set. Next up, Senway, another character you get free to play. So yeah, get him up to immortal really quick. He does some massive damage. We'll go through a few examples of how much damage they do. He's worth going exclusive 20. He might be worth exclusive 30, but again, pretty exclusive to Triple S heroes early on in the game. His equipment, pure attack again. Missing that last piece of attack set there. Talents, you can pretty much do everything with him, but if you're running short of stuff, you just want attack. Serena, definitely, actually going back to Senway, he's probably the 3rd most important to have in your wish list for your advanced tickets. Serena's arguably 1 or 2. But yeah, so she's immortal now. I'll keep building her. She's still on my wish list along with Senway and Taylor. I'll try and get them up to immortal 5. But yeah, abundant and HP set if I had it. Exclusive, she'll go up to 20 at some point, but she's not even the priority for 20 because she's only giving defense up, which I'm not too phased about. But yeah, same as Mazrani, you just want all your abilities and then as much health as possible. Artist is good to have early game, but he phases out pretty quick once you get a copy of Leo, I believe in week 1 or week 2. And because Leo's got his immunity once he reaches 1 HP for I think 2 seconds, and then he has a huge amount of life still in his ult, he's just a better sustain, especially once you get like Flashpoint prototype with the Pain Rune and Gaudier as the commander. Leo's got some massive sustainability compared to Artis. Bot Mark 4? What's his name? Bot Mark 2. Really good champ to get. Kalaza, top tier champ to get. Everyone else you'll just pick up along the way, but yeah, these top 5 here plus Leo is pretty much what you'll use to get yourself through the campaign up to 39. And Bot Mark 2, awesome to start chucking in dungeons as well as Kalaza. So that's what you get. That's where your focus should be. Again, when I start my new tutorial, it'll go into a bit more depth, but we'll go through a bit of a showcase as to sort of the damage that you can achieve. I haven't actually even trialed this yet, but I just want to show the damage that Daniel can do. So the only reason I've chucked Mazrani in here is because Mazrani gives like a 50% attack buff. And will give me a little bit of sustain if I need it. Not sure if I will. But you see Daniel's damage racking up super quick here. And this is stage 15. So get yourself one copy of Daniel and you're pretty well set throughout most of the game. Yep, so you see that. Daniel almost solo. The spider. When we're going to decent caves, you need the hits, so you need a 5-man team. So yeah, what am I after? Yeah, so you're just trying to punch out maximum hits on this guy. So Taylor, who you get free to play. Daniel, he dumps a lot of hits because he's got so many summons. He's then also got his ult, which is another summon. So he'll end up doing possibly even more hits than Taylor to the boss. And Kalaz is there because he can have 3 of him at the same time, so he's dumping a lot of hits. Bot Mark 2, good for his defense down and the way that scales. But even Daniel, who's designed for AoE, whereas Taylor should be the number 1 player for this, Daniel's damage is just phenomenal. Keeping in mind he has EX30, whereas Taylor's only EX20. But yeah, it just goes to show it doesn't really matter what the content of the game is. Daniel will just get you through all of it. But you get the idea there. Terradome I can show. Basically, obviously you need to have heroes that can jump inside the circle. So I do normally use Leo in this. But I was trying to beat 50 and Leo was just dying too quickly. So I was trying to see if I could just focus with some sustain to get him across the line. But again, just showcasing what Daniel can do mostly here in Taylor. I think Taylor does actually outdo Daniel in this case. But yeah, really just struggling to get the speed up on this one, so I'm already going to be over time. But yeah, that's a pretty solid team, and obviously all free-to-play characters here. Serena's the only one there that is kind of hard to get to Immortal out of the lot. But you just see another sort of focus of Daniel is that this dog that he has, one of his summons, can just sit here and tank this guy. So there's Terradome. Where was it? Soul Mine Arena. Alright, let's go into Ancient Altar. This is how I'm going to finish the video. Ancient Altar, I think now I'm up to the point where I can 3-key Hell. So the setup you want to be able to do for this is you don't want to be doing... You basically want to be able to kill normal, kill hard, and then use the rest of the keys on Hell, because the rewards you get from a run here, being say 2, 2, and then that, is better than the rewards than you get for killing easy. So, actually no, the rewards from easy are better than 1 run. Oh, but you're only getting mythic gear here, whereas you're getting immortal, legendary gear. So yeah, you can get 2 more cards possibly by going easy, but you'll miss out on this piece of gear here, and then obviously gems. So yeah, pretty much like the best tactic is 3-key, 1-key, 1-key. So even though I can 1-key normal, I don't want to 1-key normal until I know I can 3-key Hell. And I've still got 4 days to kill this boss, but as soon as you can 3-key Hell, you want to do it. So if this is the day that I can 3-key Hell, I'll be doing it. Whereas if so for 3-key in Hell, I need to be doing 33 million to the boss. So for here, again, as I've always said with Ancient Altar, I've got enough damage here that I know that I can kill this guy, because having him on 1 bar of health is not good enough. The reason for that is that every single bar of health that you drop here reduces the amount of shield the boss gets on himself. However, that shield, if it's at bar 1, is just drains so much of your damage off the final boss, so this guy needs to die. I wish I could pull Daniel out of this team and put it on the last team, but if I do that, I haven't got enough damage to actually kill this guy. And you'll see how close I am to killing him. I think I've got about 7 to 10 seconds left on average when I'm fighting this guy. So it's a bit of a shame I can't pull Daniel out, but yeah, I need him here. Klaus is also another good damage dealer here. And because he's got summons, it helps deflect some of the damage this guy does to my team. Sorry, I had a very average artist, just a backup tank that I have, and I need some healing on this team. It would be good if I could pull... Actually, I wonder if that's something I could do. Pulling artists out and putting Mooka in, just to have another summon. But yeah, so 7 seconds left over. Pretty close to the right amount of damage I need. Now this is where it matters. So the only reason I manual this at all is just to try and keep the team in as much of a tight circle as possible for Mazrani's heal. But I don't want him in too much of a tight circle, because when the little minion comes around to attack everyone, I don't want them all bunched up completely. And also I just want to make sure that they are getting their limits off as fast as possible. So, and the reason I say getting the limits off as fast as possible is that if Mazrani was delayed by 1 or 2 seconds from using the ult, it could be the difference between Leo dying and not dying maybe 10-15 seconds earlier than he should. So yeah. And you're also getting your damaged ults off fast as well, just to try and maximize your damage that you're doing. So I need to be getting him down to about 73, 70 million is what I need really. A little bit less even. 72 would be ideal. But as long as I can get him down to 73, we'll stick with this key. Because over the next couple of days, I can do a mil extra damage just from a few levels across the board. So this little minion that goes around does like a little bit of burst damage to everybody. So you just don't want everyone super bunched together. Now you see I'm starting to lose people. Getting close though. Maybe a bit too close. There goes Mazrani. Have a look at the damage output. Way too close. Okay. What am I going to do? I should keep this key. I'll get a few bits and pieces. But yeah, then I'm going to be stuck doing 75 million over 2 keys. I might hold off. I'll wait until tomorrow to actually do that. So that's where we're up to. End of week 4. Definitely I'll be able to kill Hell. I've still got 4 days, I believe it is. Yeah, 4.5 days. Just to be able to pull off like an extra million per key, which is super easy. But yeah, next up will be Twilight Lands coming up tomorrow. But yeah, just look forward to my next tutorial coming out. I'll deep dive into how to best progress your account over the first 4 weeks of the game. Anyway, cheers for watching. Bye.